I've never betrayed any friendship in my life. I can bet that. I might have been misunderstood in some ways, but I've never betrayed. Not a relationship, not a friendship. I've had beautiful friendship with friends over the years and kept a very strong, bonded friendship or relationship with whoever I met along the way. I've lost some friends, a lot of friends, but I've not been into too many relationships in my life. I've never, I can count how many. I've flirted with a lot of girls. I've, been nasty, but not a relationship. I can count how many relationships I've been with in my life. Growing up, to me, I wouldn't say was hard. I wouldn't say something out of the extraordinary. Everybody as a Nigerian knows that it's never been easy being a Nigerian. Or from my own, angle of life, being a black man, it's been a kind of stigma. I felt it in some areas of life, mostly abroad, overseas. When I travel, I spend time in a couple of places. I've lived in Nairobi, Kenya, had a great spiritual encounter and experience in Kenya. I've lived in Malaysia. That was 2013. Dubai was the place I spent most time of my life. Overseas. Nigeria is where I've spent most time of my life. Abroad. But all well and done, I'm very grateful for life. Looking back at my life, I lost my mama. I lost my mama in 2012. I think I've been pretending for so long, acting like I'm strong, but I miss my mother so much in my life, and may her soul rest in eternal spirit as well. But one thing I'm grateful for is my mama actually saw my video on TV. When I come in, she'll smile. Like, you did it. I say, yeah, but it's not finished yet. So, as an African man, I think we have a great duty, a great responsibility here on earth. I started to think, I think it's the spirit of art that is taking me to start to think in this form, and I'm liking it. I'm loving it more. The aggression is gone. The aggression is gone, and it all makes sense. be very angry with life, with Nigeria, with the whole thing. I had more opportunities than a lot of kids. So I'll be grateful for God. I had a lot of opportunities. So thinking and looking from that angle from this moment on, I think I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. And I started reasoning in this way. And I start to see the light. My heart begins to free, and my spirit started to gain a full self-awareness and awakening. I love it. It's something I've always wished to be and feel. So I'm blessed. So I think, and I start to feel, I should use this spirit to reach out to other fellow Nigerian youths and speak to this generation from a spiritual angle. They never had a lot of experience of what Nigeria used to be, the kind of music we used to listen to growing up on radio. You know, I experienced all that. You know, I experienced all that. When the radio station used to play nothing but British and American music, I still experienced that era of music. And I still remember in the early 80s on a TV station, the theme song for Festac 77 still echoes in my mind. Festac 77, 77 is here. Festac 77, 77 is here. Sabotage where you know sabi, your eye go see pepper oh. No spoil government work again, na economic sabotage. Sabotage where you know sabi, your eye go see pepper oh. No spoil government work again, na economic sabotage. Every day now for thief man, one day now for owner of house. Help the permit down, my friend. Help them, left them cable low. Left our oil pipe, oh, my friend. No still petrol again. No for thief money, yeah, what do you go going for nothing, oh. Sabotage where you know sabi, your eye could see pepper, oh. No spoil government work again, na economic sabotage. Government work where you know sabi, your eye go see pepper oh. No spoil government work again, na economic sabotage. Yes. I'm trying to tell this generation that I'm not on your level. I woke up too early in my life. I experienced a reincarnation process in 1986 with the Ogbonis in my town when my grandpa passed away at the age of 106 and I was 6 years old in 1986. It means a lot to me. I can never forget. That ceremony, we had leaves in our mouth as Ogboni. That's all I can say. But remember, I told you, my papa took me to Celestial Church in Mangoro, Agege. The bath I had there, I remember it was St. Michael perfume, incense, and I had a candle in my hand. I took the bath. That was actually 1984, 85, thereabout. It was before Grandpa's demise. So in 1989, we moved to Ojuelegba, on Ibido Street. 3 houses away had a Celestial neighbors. 3 houses away in Ibido Street, there's Celestial from Ijebu. So every morning, Evangelist Ulumolu used to, burn the incense, and you can smell it across the street. You can perceive it across the streets, and the scent of the perfume. So I became friend with the neighbors. So that's how I remember my way back to Celestial, like where my path took me to in 1985. So that's how I found my way back home to Ayeniara Street. So these are all Yoruba literature. When I start to break it down, I start to remember my spiritual journey here on earth. So I made it back. Ayilara, and the street behind my church where my altar face is Akin Iton. Akin Iton. This is like telling a story. So it's a flashback to the book of Alawiye. We grew up reading Alawiye. I read Alawiye. I love it. The story of the animals, the tortoise. I think it was published in Ibadan by something Bakari. I'm still gonna go back to all these books. They are beautiful literatures and artwork that I want to bring and work on later in time. Wow. It's a great experience. Back into my most creative time in my life was back in Dubai. That was, my peak was 2008 to 2010. 2008 to 2010, that was where I made it back to Flicker Show Records. On the Flicker Show production. We're somewhere on Sheikh Zayed Road, behind the Burj Khalifa. That's where our studio was. Great people, great family. I wish I could go back and correct a lot of things. Financially, we were not, I won't say we were not good. I think we were ahead of time. There was not much technology like this day, like apps and mediums and platforms. It's easy now. We had the money then, and if the money I spent, the budget I had on just Thug, I used to be a Thug music video alone was $250,000. I have dollars. I have receipts. It was shot in Dubai. Getting a license to shoot in Times Square, Sheikh Zayed Road. That was $80,000. That was around 300,000 dirhams. And I still have the behind the scenes footage with Flicker Show. Thank God I had a very great relationship. It was not about the money for us. It was all about the dream. We had a dream and we connected spiritually, physically. Till this day, Hamid Abdulkader still remain my best buddy. You know, someone who listened to me. He talks to me. He told me, Chris, don't let money be the primary thing. Don't do this for money. He said, don't do this for money. Then you enjoy your craft. But not until lately that I feel more grown. I feel very strong and matured. I feel very confident, more than ever. You know, with my craft, with my performance, with the ideology, with the philosophy. This is a whole new black technology. Through our words. See, I'm not here to brag and I'm not here to play. I'm a very open-minded, spirited guy. Because I believe this life is just a transit passage. We're in a dream, actually. This is not. We're still yet to get to reality. That's the promised land. I don't know if you understand. That's the promised land. And it's not just about you. It's not just about us. It's about we, the whole world. White, black, brown, blue, green, red, rose, black. I'm so black, man. And that's the most powerful color. That's the most powerful thing in the whole universe. Black. That's where everything came from. Darkness. We are the light. Back to Dubai, talking about Dubai and my project with Flicker Show. I wish I can go back. But you can't go back to the past, but you can actually meet again in the future. Happy Black Day, baby. It's black time.